Alright guys, back with some more TLMB news.
TLMB news!
Alright, Legend Mike and Bill right here. Alright, so we're here to talk about Xbox's new system, the Xbox 180. Yo,
the Xbox 180?
I know.
You gonna get that?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Okay.
Alright, no.
It's 180 times better than the Xbox One.
Oh, you know what that makes? My math? Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Alright, well, so it's still the Xbox One. There's actually some big news came out the other day, earlier in the week. Xbox One completely went back on all their policies and all that. No more DRM.
No more DRM licensing issues.
So yeah, you're allowed to use used games and borrow them from friends.
Get a disc, I can give it to you.
New technology, man. Even though it's old.
Okay.
You're also no more internet 24-hour verifications. So Bill Gates can't take your system away.
Yes. If you're not online or if you're in the middle of the woods or something, you can't. Bill Gates won't be able to come to your house and be like, no, that's my console.
See, now, the only time you need the internet is for the day, when you purchase it, there's going to be a day one update.
Which happens with a lot of consoles nowadays.
I know, I got Last of Us on day one. Yes. I had to update it right away.
Of course.
So, that's, as long as you have internet within the first 24 hours you purchase the system, you get the update, you should be fine. And the next best thing, it's region free now, like the PS4.
Yes.
So people in Australia, who have to pay like $100 a game.
Yeah,
like
they can just buy a game in the US and
ship it over. It'll be $30 cheaper. Say it's $60.
Yeah.
Ship it for like $10, $15.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've looked at what the Xbox has gone back, and I don't think anyone saw this coming.
No. I mean, here's my take on it. Most people are saying it's a marketing, to make money, which it is. It's to make money. It's a business. My concept on this was, they're going to announce a console, and it's going to say, we're going to have all these locks on it. It's going to be everyone's going to be pissed. It's going to be...
And you're going to use it for your media, your TV.
Yep.
I'm like...
It's going to be a big, controversial issue. Guess what happened? It gave them publicity, which is what they wanted. PS3 was now able to say, hey, we can share games as a feature.
I see where you're going.
Okay, as a feature. So now they did that. Now they did the 180, and now everyone's like, huh. Now the Xbox looks better than it did before.
Alright, but question, you think because they did that, they lost some consumers?
I don't think so. Because look at it like this. If I said, Michael, I'm going to sell you this disc right here. This disc.
Oh, that disc?
It's $300. Okay, it's $300 for this disc right here. What would you say? Probably be like, no.
Yeah.
Right? $300 for this disc. What does it do? Nothing. It's a disc. Okay? But if I said, Michael, I'm giving you the same disc now. Yesterday it was $300. Today it's only $50. How much better does that look?
Yeah, but it looks better, but the way I see where you're coming from, that analogy I don't think works as well. Like, look, the way I look at it is, alright, here's the Xbox. It has bad features, and everyone has their own, everyone has their own take. Everyone loved the 360 and all that.
Yes.
Now, PS4 was able to, Sony was able, as a company, able to jump on those consumers who are, waiting for what system they want to buy next. So now everyone's like, oh man, Xbox One sucks. I want PS4, blah, blah, blah. Now, when Xbox One just did this, this 180, as said, they were able to, I feel like they were able to get more consumers because, there's so much bad publicity going on with it, that it's like, this big change seems like such good news that it works in their way.
That's exactly.
But I feel like they lost people because of this. Like, it was such a controversial thing. Like, people do pre-orders. I don't believe in pre-ordering a system. But,
no. Yeah, me neither.
But people do that, and then, you know what? Oh, they have a lot of pessimistic views. Like, oh, Xbox can always go back. Xbox, the system was built for DRM. They could do this at any time. And I see where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's good and bad. Like, there's such bad publicity gave them such a big eye on the internet that everyone was checking what Microsoft was doing. Like, literally, it's like, oh, Xbox One has one color of white on the system. Everyone was like, oh, it's got white. Like, it was that big of news. Anything Xbox right now.
That's okay. Xbox is it's controversial, but any publicity is good publicity, and you know that already. Yeah. Think about it like bad publicity or good publicity. You still know what's going on.
And people know it by name. Even if the movie, like when a movie sucks really bad, it gets publicity and people go see it.
Exactly.
And it's like, why did this movie make money? It sucks. It's because everyone's like, oh, this thing sucks. Let me go check it out. But yeah, see, things in the middle don't fall as well.
Exactly. And companies, no matter how many people say this, they're just doing it to get money. Let me clarify this for you. Any move a company makes is to make money.
No way.
So no matter what they do, don't say, oh, it's just because they're making money. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for the consumer. They're not doing it for them. They're not doing it
they're not doing it for us.
No, they're not doing it for TLMB. They're doing it.
They
should be though. They're doing it for them to make money. And whether it is to come out shitty and look like their console is gonna run into the ground, if whatever it takes, they will do it. And once they make that 180, everyone's gonna buy that console because now it's exactly what the 360 is, just the next gen.
Yeah. All right. So now that we got on that, and I'm assuming a lot of people are like confused on what they want to, what they want to buy. We're actually going to compare a little bit about the PS4 and Xbox One for you guys. Hopefully,
it's hardware specs specifically.
Yeah. Hopefully, some of you guys get a clearer image. Well, now that those restrictions were basically null, they're gone.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
PS4 and Xbox One, they're almost exactly alike.
Identical at this point.
I mean, right now I'm looking. The RAM is one of the big issues that people are not the same. It's Xbox One has a DDR3, 8 GB RAM.
Yes.
And PS4 has a GDDR5 at 8 GB RAM.
8 GB.
But now, one thing before we go into the specs of it is that to connect, which comes packaged with all Xbox Ones, maybe that's why it's $100 more.
Obviously, come on.
Takes 3 GB of that RAM to be used. So technically, you're only getting 5 GB of DDR3. And if nobody knows what DDR3, we got Technology Man Bill here to
as a quick overview of DDR3 and GDDR5. The PS4, the GDDR5 RAM, that's memory RAM. That's the buffer for the GPU, whatever's in the PS4. We don't know what that is yet. Or the GPU in the Xbox One. We don't know either. So, but the GDDR5 RAM is actually quicker in video displaying it. It's accessible memory by the GPU specifically. So it's 8 GB of RAM for the GPU in the PS4. For example, you have the sticks of memory you put in your PC. That's DDR3 as of right now. I don't know when DDR4 is coming out. But the sticks of RAM you put in there has a specific speed, and that's accessible by everything in your computer, including your CPU and whatever other programs you run. But GDDR5 memory, which is built into a video card, like the ones you put in your PCIe slots, that memory is accessible specifically by your graphics card to render the video on your screen. So if the more you have, the more monitors you can play with, and the more memory you have available to you when you render that video. Therefore, it is generally quicker than DDR3 RAM for the Xbox One. Now, my theory on the reason why they're using DDR3 for the Xbox One is because it has to be accessible by the Kinect as well as the CPU and GPU.
So that many programs are using
those physical components are actually accessing the RAM
all the time.
My theory is that, I'm not saying this could be completely wrong. They could, but the GPU may have built-in RAM. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Hey,
but
we'll see. What do you call it? What the CPU is not announced, or the GPU has not been announced yet?
This GPU has not been announced yet.
Okay, nobody knows the specs on that. Other than that, I mean, a similarity. They're both using AMD Jaguar x86 processor. Right?
Yes, Xbox One with a more modified.
Yeah, they have their own. Yeah, they have their own special one. Nobody knows the exact.
But it's
specifications
AMD based
on it. Yeah. What do you call it? 4K support.
Yep.
The USB 3.0s. I mean,
that's quick.
Yeah, I mean, everything is basically coming down to what you want. Do you want to spend $100 more? And of course, the big thing, dude, for any
DLC.
Not even DLC, exclusives. So look, we went over it last time at E3. Our E3 video. You guys can check that out with the sanitation above. E3, Xbox One had Sunset Overdrive, they had Rise, they had Titanfall, of course they have Halo, they have those,
Plants vs. Zombies.
Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, that's the Xbox One exclusive right there. Looking at that, it's like, okay, do I want those games? Do I want Sunset Overdrive? Do I want Plants vs. Zombies? And then a big thing, what Bill said with DLC, is Call of Duty Ghosts. See, Call of Duty and, was it Activision Call of Duty?
No. It's either Infinity Ward or...
That's it, Infinity Ward. No, they sold it off, I thought. Alright, doesn't matter.
It's two companies.
Yeah, okay.
Treyarch is the other one.
That's it. Alright, Call of Duty Ghosts, for Xbox One people, they have their own special DLC. So, if you have an Xbox One, you are getting special DLC for Call of Duty Ghosts that only you could get. Now, on the counter side, for PS4, we got Knack, we got, I almost got to get Project
Spark?
Yeah, Project Spark. But we don't know any more information. We got Knack, we got a, Drive Club, we got Killzone, of course.
My favorite.
Looking at that, and then PS4 people, Destiny may be multi-platform like Call of Duty Ghosts, but PS4 users get their own special DLC for Destiny, which is, Bungie's next game after Halo, and it looks fantastic, guys.
It's Halo with superpowers.
Yeah, Halo with superpowers. Alright, so then that comes into your decision. It's like now, do I want Destiny more? Do I want Call of Duty more? Because most people who buy those games are going to get the DLC for each game.
Exactly.
Because, look, they love those companies, and I love Bungie, and that might be my first DLC ever buying. I never buy DLC.
Me neither.
Know what I mean? But
my brother does.
So now we look at it, it's like, okay, I gotta buy this PS4. It's $399, and I actually heard a deal. I don't know if it's true. I've heard right now.
It's not confirmed.
No, if you pre-order, yeah, it's not confirmed. If you pre-order the PS4, you're allowed to choose one game, and you get the Eye.
Really?
That's what I've heard. I don't know yet for sure.
But we can't verify that.
Yeah, we can't. All right, so guys, just keep that out if you want to look out for yourself. But right now, what would you do? Would you get this $500 Xbox One, or you get this $400 PS4 if you were gonna buy it year one, like day one, year one, pre-order?
Day one. To get that day one achievement, it's
yeah,
not
Xbox One does have a day one achievement. But no, don't forget, part of the day one package, you get DLC for every single game, for all the games that the day one releases. And you get the special day one controller and the achievement.
Okay. That's where it's at.
Okay.
To me, personally, I've always been an Xbox man. I can't handle the PS3. I can't handle the controller. I don't like that the sticks...
They changed the controller.
The sticks are still in the same plane.
Oh, you don't like in the same plane?
I don't like it being in the same plane.
Okay.
That could be just me from back in my Nintendo days.
Yeah, I know.
Check that, you see?
You see, they always kept it that way, too.
That could be what it is. Like, even with the N64 controller, the D-pad and this thumbstick were offset. Which, I don't know. That could be a deal breaker.
Well, I guess for you, I mean, where I look at it, look, I would get a PS4 like on day one. Although I'm not going to, probably. I would get one. I mean, I like the way their new user interface looks. If you guys saw like commercial and all that, it looked pretty cool. I like that auto stream the 15 minutes on the thing. Like,
yes.
Look, Xbox One has streaming to Twitch, but PS4 has their own special sharing thing. Like, I could send you a video like, yo, man, I beat this level. You needed anything.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I tried to do that with you on the Xbox, and I had to record it with my phone.
Yeah, and then send it to somebody. Yeah, and you go, yo, man, catch.
Yeah.
But I really like that. Like, I really like the way Knack is coming out. I mean, the director of Jack and Daxter, precursor Legacies, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. He's the guy who's making that game, and it's playing just like it. And I have a thing for action adventures. In reality, I would say wait, guys. I personally myself, like, look, I do, like, I always wanted the Xbox One, even with the restrictions. We were talking about that last time.
Yeah, even with the restrictions.
I was gonna get one. You know why? They have Halo, and they have a couple games I want. Like we said, Plants vs. Zombies, Project Spark, Sunset Overdrive.
The reason why I was gonna say I wanted the Xbox One with restrictions was because I knew they were gonna remove them.
Yeah,
I knew they were gonna do that. There was no way the console would sell with that as on it.
Good thing they realized it right away.
Yeah.
I have to say, because imagine it hit November, nobody's buying it, then they would take everything away and then fly right off the shelves.
Yeah, it'd be gone.
All right, but guys,
overall, I suggest that. In conclusion, you guys wait and see what bundles come out.
Yeah, we can see what's coming out. I mean, Black Friday's not even close. We don't know what deals are coming out for that. Right now, rumor I think is the Xbox is launching on Black Friday or like that Thursday. So, not too sure on that. I saw it on Amazon when I had it on the day one pre-order thing.
Yes.
It's like either 27th or 24th or something like that, But, guys, choose it out. Sound off down below in the comments.
Let us know down in the comment section below what you would choose.
Yeah, and if there's any more information you want to update us, shoot us down. We'd like to hear it. Make sure you like us on Facebook,
Share, like the video.
Yep, subscribe it, favorite it, whatever, guys. All right?
All right, we'll see you guys later.